Well, I must be on the front row. It's Spear with iRacing's classic Lotus 79 at Road America. Spear starting 19th out of 19. Oh. And looking at my times, I'm wondering what's going to happen because, well, oh boy. Let's get to the grid and talk about it.
We put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
That is a good thing. Boy, yeah. I've been looking at a lot of pictures of Lon Lon today. Oh, we're going. Okay, we're going. Anywho, let's go talk about Lon Lon. I want to animate Lon Lon in the bottom left there. That'd be great. We're taking it easy here at the start because I do not trust anybody, and I think you will.
20 laps to go.
You will find during the course of the race there will be argy-bargy and mayhem. Usually when I say that it doesn't happen, but there you go. There's one guy off. Crasher Mandy is his Twitch name. Crasher, so there you go. Looks like he got put up by somebody. The car in front of me might have helped him. Ken, you know Ken Saska, we raced with him a lot. We usually battle with him. He looks like he really lost out at the start. He started up there in front of Ben, or near Ben. Oh my. What? Who's that? Oh. Come on, dude. Who's this guy in front of me? I gotta get by him. That's the thing. I don't trust the guys in front, but I don't want them right behind me, because that would be scary. Oh, I don't want to be near him, but I want to get by him. But I don't want him behind me. So that's the conundrum I'm in often when racing these things, that I don't know what to do. I know you're supposed to go all out and go as hard as you can, as fast as you can, but that's not going to get results always. I think this race is going to be difficult. Gentle lift here. It's the first couple laps we're gonna do a little lift because the tires are still cold. Oh, the car behind me has disappeared. I assume he will have crashed again. Oh! See, I don't want him behind. Oh! I don't want these people behind. Because if you have a problem in the braking zone, you're not going to stop and you're going to kill the guy in front of you, which is what I'm thinking. Plus, I brake early. See, so bad guys behind me, they'll hit me because they're bad. Good guys behind me will hit me because I'm bad. Oh no, there's Robert Blumley, Kinucci Racing, Kinduci Racing. Oh, he's in the pits. I'm hoping he jump-started. If he jump-started, he can get back out. I'm really hoping he jump-started. That's a terrible thing to hope, but I'm hoping he didn't crash. Is what I'm thinking. If he jump-started, he drove right back to the pits, or maybe he didn't have fuel or something. He's still in the pits, he hasn't quit, so maybe be back out. Yeah, alright, he's back out. There you go. But yeah, so there's like 6 YouTubers and Twitch streamers in this race, so there's plenty of views of the action. I'm glad you decided to spend some of your time with my view. Now we got Sarah behind us. She'll catch up with us eventually. She's pretty speedy. Had a good qualifying. Like I said, we just want to try to keep it in one piece as long as we can. See what happens. It's worked out pretty well, I'd say. The last couple of races we've had great success. We've we've hung out. We've survived the openings. We've had some freebies. We've gotten in battles with people. We've fought wheel to wheel. So, if the same thing happens now, I'm fine with that. Oh! What was that? Okay, seriously, I am freaking out because under no circumstances are my tires supposed to lock up like that, and I don't know why they did that there. I didn't. Oh, look how much slower I'm going now, just to let Sarah go by. I don't know if I pressed too hard, or if I did something wrong, or do I have the right setup? Why is she going so much slower to me?
24.
I'm confused. Oh man, this was a mistake letting her by. I don't know what she's doing. I'm really worried about. I don't know what that was. Did I just press them too hard? It didn't really feel like I pressed them too hard at all. Do I have the right setup? Do I have the? Yeah. And a million things are going through my brain, and I can't do anything about any of them. The only thing I can do is brake early, which is going to be awful. Because if I brake early, I'm just going to go even slower. Okay, well, we got a problem now. I'd rather be up with Ken there. But I'm back here. Well, oh, what was that all about? All right. All right, we got to start going flat through there. Does Rob have damage? I don't know who has damage behind me. Yes, look at the tire mark. I broke her extra early there. See that? I don't get it. I would know if I broke harder. If I broke too late, I know I would have known I broke harder, but I didn't. Oh well. Okay, Spear. Okay, so Inucci is definitely catching. Steph Van Dyke, Crasher Bandy, he does not appear to be catching. I think he might be damaged from that first turn shenanigan. Alright. We'll give it the gusto again. What's the worst that can happen? Dang, I'm 5 seconds behind Ken. I don't see how we're making that up. But that really freaked me out. Okay, so are only 17 cars left? Is that what we're going with? Where are 18, 19, and 20? Admittedly, they... Oh wait, only 19 started, didn't they? Only 19 started. I was 19th on the grid.
On the right.
Uh-oh. So we may have only lost one car. See, I'd be battling with Francisco if I had stayed up there, but I was very worried that my brakes would just suddenly decide to start blocking up everywhere. And that is the easiest way to end a disaster. Even if you gotta go slower, by braking early, being safe, you gotta go slower. You're gonna be locking up. You're gonna wind up in big trouble. Yeah, maybe Sarah can get Francisco up there. Any help you can. We need to get by Francisco. Francisco is our target. Ken is usually who we fight with, but Francisco is the target. We need to start beating Francisco. A lot of the guys did this race yesterday. Lotus 79 is going official a lot more. If you've been away from iRacing or you haven't been paying attention, there's been a lot more official racing in Lotus 79. And I saw somebody blinking, and I saw a yellow flag. I don't know what that was. Oh, Shady a toad, it looked like. It looks like we picked up a freebie. It wasn't a blinker, it was a tow. He's the same color as Francisco, so it confused me for a second. Car does not feel right. I don't know why. It just does not feel right. We had the problem with the LMDH. The LMDH would always slow the baseline setup whenever we, yeah, I'm braking really early here. Whenever we would get into a session, the LMDH would always load the baseline setup. I don't know why it did that. I've never had that with the Lotus 79, but you know, never say never. It looks like I'm gaining on Francisco. Is that possible? They might have damage. Okay. John Frum in the pits. So a couple freebies. Alright. Like I said at the start, I don't know how much action we're going to see, but we're going to be getting some freebies. Just don't be the freebies. Okay, Plumley. Kentucci Racing is skating. Not terribly so, but enough to make me concerned for the end of the race. Looking at the times, looking at my speed and other people's speeds. So, you never know. Oh, Crash Bandy has gone up again. Alright. We still have Rob to worry about though. Can we get in the top 10? I'm going much slower than I was in practice. We're 2 seconds off. Same fuel level, or even less fuel level, and I'm 2 seconds off. I'm braking very early in Canada Corner and some of the other places as well, just to make sure that everything works out. I'm definitely not giving it full beans or 10/10s. Trying to stay on track and avoid trouble. Does Sarah's wing look bent to you? The right side looks a little lower than the left side, doesn't it? That might just be a trick of the paint. Sometimes when you get a black paint and some writing on it, it can trick you into what you might see. She's definitely faster than me in the carousel. Always gains a few tenths out of the carousel. That's a shame too. This Canada Corner could be an overtaking spot for me, but I gotta brake early. What am I saying? I'm never gonna overtake anybody there. Yeah, Rob is really catching me behind. Alright. Yeah, I need to really go faster. Ken is pulling out his lead. So there you go. But anyway, so I've been looking at a lot of pictures of Lon Lon. I'd love to animate that picture of him. I guess. Would I? I think I would. I don't know what I want. Do I want her just to do things? Or do I want to be talking like you see? I don't even know what those vlogger? I don't know what you call those things. Video? I know, not vlogger is just a thing. And where you have the animal and it responds to your voice. I don't know if I want that, because it's like I'm Lon. I don't want to be Lon Lon. I want to see Lon Lon move around. But I don't know. That's probably too much for my computer anyway. Boy, wouldn't I give anything just to see her and play with her again. I think I need to get it more out in the middle of the room. Oop. No, terrible exit. Terrible exit out of the carousel. I did a elliptical. Terrible. Don't. You always gotta be careful when somebody's rejoining. They put a wheel on the grass when they're rejoining. They might just shoot somewhere quickly, unexpectedly. Well, now I got a problem. Sarah is faster at some points than I am.
1 minute 57.5.
Oh, yeah, we can see Ben Summers on the rail too. Hanging out in P9. Ben did this race yesterday. And he had a little internet trouble. So he's back again. I should get on the radio and tell him to hold up Ken and Francisco. But instead it looks like he's pulling away from them. I need him to back him into me. That Sarah's all over me now. Get away, Spear, get away! I can't get away. Yeah, I mean, you saw I was just driving behind her for however many laps, so things are pretty even. Nothing's really changing up there. Ben, Ken, Francisco, Lance, Sarah, Rob. We're going faster. That's the thing, that's how I usually go. At start races, I hang out behind people, get the lay of the land, and then hopefully, not always, start speeding up and making some moves. Oh, Sarah's off. Hopefully no damage. Now we're gonna have Rob come in. I mean, there's no point holding him up. Because he's gained. He was 17 seconds, so in 10 laps, not even 10 laps, like 8 laps, he's gained 17 seconds, so. know, he's pretty much faster than us. But by letting him through, he'll harass Francisco and Canada. Because if we made up 17 seconds on me, you can easily make up the time on those two ahead in the 10 laps you got left. Here's halfway. 10 to go. So Rob will get through. He'll harass those guys. Either slow them down or they'll try to speed up to stay ahead of Rob. And they'll go off maybe. That happens. You can't go faster than you can go. If you try going faster than your town will let you. Bad things happen. You can only do what you can do. You can try as hard as you can, but ooh, Fernando. That was bad. Will Rob get me before Canada or on the front straight? Man, there's so much time in the oh, I saw the leader flash for a second. Maybe it crashed or blinked. That was no good. Thought I was gonna lose it. All right, Mr. Plumley. Let's see some drafts. Tuck in, tuck in.
1 minute 56. Left, right side, clear.
We pulled out too soon. All right, 50. Oh, there's the leaders. How are we getting lapped? I don't know. Where? I can't calculate it this time. No, and we're getting lapped because I can't. Yeah, we're getting lapped. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I feel very uncomfortable since like lap 2. We're not going to get Francisco, we're not going to get Ken, we're not even going to see Rob overtake him. Disappointing. You know, I tell you what, that Monza race, if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert, it was such a good race fighting with people. And even though I wound up with a, you know, my finishing position was not very good, it was a great race. But this race is turning into a bad race. Even though I might get more points out of this. AI racing has a point system where they grade your safety and your speed and stuff. Not necessarily your speed, your safety and your finishing position. That's what it is. Yeah. So I might get some safety. And there might be a couple more freebies where I get a finishing position. Oh, no. No. These turns are not doing good. I do not want to use the accelerator at any time, or the brake. We need to turn this track into just straights. Rob has easily gotten by Francisco. I had hoped it wouldn't be so easy. Boy, easy for Francisco. I don't know what it is about Road America. I never really seem to do particularly well here, but of course, I say that about most tracks. Okay, we're 40 seconds with 6 to go. Sarah's off again. 40 divided by 6 is, it's called 6. So, am I 6 seconds? Yeah, I'm within 6 seconds of the leader's lap times. See, I don't have to finish ahead of him the whole race, just until lap 19 is finished. Because at the end of my lap 19, he'll be done with lap 20. So he'll be done at lap 20 right after I start lap 20, so I don't need to be ahead of him that extra time. So, as long as I can't even knock on wood. As long as I'm not a total muppet, I think it'll be okay. Ken, getting away from me 12 seconds up there. We've got the Road America 500 coming up. Ben and Spear. Catch that at Ben Summers 1971 on Twitch. Well, depending on when you're going to watch this, it probably already happened. Oh, mine. Oh, it's Francisco. Francisco has hit the wall. There you go. See, so I got the freebie. So I'm going to get a better finishing position. I'm going to get points for a better finish. But I mean, it wasn't really racing. I didn't pass him, he was faster than me. 1 minute 55. I really had no chance. But we got him. I mean, it does show that as long as you're safe and you got a bit of speed, and you know how to stay out of trouble. Listen, safe and staying out of trouble are two different things. Because you might think you're being safe, but you're really, trying to kill everyone. A lot of them, man, you watch every one of my races, it seems like there's someone who's trying to be safe and just is completely not. Just letting people by doesn't mean you're being safe. Often you're more dangerous than you realize. But yeah, as long as you keep it on track, you stay out of trouble, you get a decent result. I mean, it's nice to drive, but this really wasn't a race at all, was it? Not like Monza. And Monza had so much fun. Rob is closing in on Ken. Come on, fight, Ken, fight. See, So what you do is you go faster. You got Rob behind you. You want to stay ahead of him, so you start going faster and faster. So you get to a corner where you really need to slow down, but you're going so extra fast because you want to keep ahead. Bad things can happen. I mean, it would be unfortunate for Ken if something bad happened, but it would be good for me.
21. Keep it up, my man. 5 to go.
See, 5 to go, so I only have to get four more laps ahead of Juan, man. Yeah, I can do that. Now the break-even time is 7 seconds. As long as I'm faster, 7 seconds left. So I'm not going to get lapped. Not going on wood. Rob is still behind Ken, so things can happen. I mean, Rob's a good driver. He's not gonna hit him or run him off the road or anything. But it doesn't mean oh, come on. Doesn't mean that something won't happen. You have 2 cars going really quickly for the same piece of road. Anything can happen. It usually does. Rob can take him down into Canada, which he probably just did. Nope, and they're back again. Rob was ahead for a second. Things are happening. I don't know if it's on YouTube. Might be. Kinducci Racing. Kinduci. Yeah, it's on Twitch and YouTube, so if it's not on YouTube, it might be on Twitch. Check him out. You know who we haven't talked about? Joe Holt. He might be in the standings. Oh, Rob got by. Joe Holt. He's one of the top drivers in here. He's a streamer. He's really starting to love the Lotus 79. This car has a good following. You know, when people drive it, they really start to enjoy it. Not everybody drives it, but once you do, you get hooked. Now, Rob is safely by. Ken is tucked in behind him and moseying along, so no freebies for Speaker. Still 12th. 12th out of 19. Not so good. Did beat Francisco, but I think Francisco usually does several of these races per week. And the way the championship points work, iRacing takes your best result of the week, and that's your points total. It's a little bit more complicated than that. It takes your best out of 4, but if you do something like 8, it takes your best 2 and average them. So I don't know how to. Oh! We're gonna lose it. Come on, Spear. But the point is, we don't really go for championship points. You know, we just want to have fun racing. But we'll take a look at the points now and then, and see how we're doing, just for fun. You know, it's like the same with I rating and safety rating. It don't really matter. What matters is having fun racing. Those things are just interesting to look at. And tease other people about, my I rating's better than yours. That kind of thing. People don't really do that nowadays, too. But something. That's mostly youngsters. All right, 3 to go.
1 minute 57.
Yeah, our times are dropping precipitously. We did have some in the 55s. You'd hate to have somebody ahead have an off track and then finish ahead of me just by a couple seconds because of these little moments I've been having. Well, Juan Mays looks like he's going to win this one. He's got a 6-second lead. Never say never, but it doesn't look like Phil's going to catch him. But it's much closer than it usually is. Juan Mays usually walks away with these kinds of things, but at least Phil kept him honest. Yeah, it's been a lonely race, hasn't it? Where's Sarah? Oh, Sarah's out. Sarah did crash out. She's finished behind Francisco. Although you might see that on the screen, I don't know. I don't know how many names it shows below mine. Oh, Francisco's still out there. He's left the pit, so he took repairs. I don't know what you're going to get out of that, Francisco, but you might get some SR. Nope, Francisco, I don't know what he's doing. Is he parked on the side of the road? Or maybe he just pulled over to let everybody by. 2 to go.
7:27. White flag.
That's for the leader. So quite a ways for us to get the white flag. So we will be the last car to finish. That doesn't sound good, does it? Well, it won't be last, but we'll be the last car to finish. Everybody behind us has been lapped. So they'll only get 19 or fewer laps. Yeah, Francisco's just out for some practice SR. He's not going to gain any positions. There's no time left for that. These cars are very difficult to repair anyway. You can see I'm gaining on them pretty well. Well, maybe I'll get lucky and somebody has run out of fuel. And we'll get a freebie. That's what it's come down. That's what this race has come down to. Maybe I'll get lucky and something will happen. This was pretty lonely. I kind of did. Road America. I mean, it's a nice drive, but I've never particularly gone quick here. This is how most of my races are here. It's just a battle to not get lapped. But the Road America 500 is going to be completely different. Visit us, Ben Summers 1971 on Twitch on April the 15th of 2023. You're not already past that. He might even put up a video. You never know. But we're going to be doing this. It's the Nissan GTPs and the Audi GTOs from the 80s. And they're in the Camel GT, KAMELGT.com. Check out more information on that series. Well, you see it all the time, all of our races in there. And that'll be tons of fun. You know, we're not going to be the fastest car, but we're going to be dicing with Audis and trying to get through slow traffic, moving chicanes. So it'll be fun. It'll be daunting. It'll be like 4 hours too. It's amazing. 4 hours racing. And some people are talking about doing it by themselves. That's just crazy. To hear that, a little lift there. Last lap. I'm not fighting anybody. I'm like, I'm not going to lose it here. Oh, I guess it didn't matter. But yeah, the Road America 500. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I really love driving that Nissan. It's the ZXT. There's a dash in there somewhere.
He's moving.
Oh, there's Francisco. Where's he going? Now they're off. Oh, you lost 4 SR there, Francisco. Oh, so we're not going to pass the line last. Francisco will be the last finisher. Yeah. Damn. Ooh, I should have really slowed down and stopped before.
I'm sorry the car wasn't any better than that. That was pretty sad.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't.
Working on it.
We did a lot better in practice, and I don't think it was just all me. That braking issue really freaked me out, and sometimes when I was turning, I would lose it. So I can't really explain what happened in this race, but there's really not a lot to look at. We didn't get in anything. We had one X. I don't even remember where it was. And that was it. Let's see what happened to Rob. I don't know what he did. Did he jump start? No, it didn't look like he jump start. What was that? Let's rear chase. Ooh. Did he jump start? Oh, that was Ben though. Ben's always real slow. I don't think so. I'm looking at the orange car, the 17 next to him. It looks like it's the same time. Hey, I don't know. He's pretty quick off the line. I don't know if that's Oh no. Oh, I did that wrong. I don't know if that was It's just a stop go if you jump start, right? Or is it a time penalty? I don't know if it's a time penalty or not. Oh, okay. So he just yeah. So yeah, he must have jump started. Oh, that's a shame. That is a real shame. Who else we got? What happened in the first lap? I don't know. Oh, I'm really messing up this replay stuff. We'll watch Steph at turn 1. Something might have happened. Because he got pushed wide. Yeah. See? Yeah, I saw that coming. There's Spear. Just kind of hanging out. That's what I do. I just hang out and watch this thing on hold. But I saw that coming. Because it was... There's Ben. Where's Steph? There he is. Yeah, John Fromm. And Ben's on the inside. Fromm goes out wide. Yeah, nothing Bandy can do it. Ben had a good race. Well, solid race. 11th to 9th. Look at that. 1, 2. Pretty much everybody who started up there was did well. So, oh well. All right. That was Road America in the classic Lotus 79. Not our finest race. Another car off there. Lap 1 was... Things happened early, but then we had the brake lock up, and when that happened, I was like, nope, I don't know what's going on here. And I was like, I ain't gonna... I didn't know what was gonna happen. So we just kind of petered out at that point. Dang it. Join me next time for more iRacing action where we'll have Camel GT. Watching me that Nissan. Now there's where you're going to get the action non-stop. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit that sub button or check out these other videos. And we'll see you next time. The Spear with iRacing.